on that, you know.
Yeah.
Don't try to fake it and make something
Yeah.
up. Obviously.
That would really get me trouble.
Should we wait with questions? Should we wait and ask questions later?
We're filming, so I don't know, Maggie, how that's working with your deal there.
You know, I think it's great. I'm going to stop in about 5 minutes, so
Okay,
I'm
so
going to
we'll
wait
take your
until
question.
yeah,
We'll take your question, Ruth.
yeah.
Is this filming or not?
It is. You're live.
It's all right. Moving around.
Well, I'll be careful what I say then.
You want to hold on to it until we're done? Okay, all right. So we'll keep moving along here.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so discussing the point number 2 about biblical authority, and also partnering that with when the subject seems to be being a little derailed. You know, they've just gone weird, right? So she's suddenly talking about numerology and astrology, and you know, and you're saying, well, how did we get there? Okay, so the question is, how much redirecting, directing do you recommend the leader to do? Do you want us to take the approach as like, gee, I think we've gotten a little off track here, let's, you know, and then pose a question? Is there a better way to handle when it's gotten derailed? And then the first part of that question is about that biblical authority. It's just how far do you go with that? So, you know, for example, a question came up this season, and I'd love to hear both of your feedback on this question. And so the person said, well, you know, I'm just really tired of everyone saying that Jesus is the only way to God. I'm just really tired of that. And so, you know, so my Bible study leader really needed to address that. Everyone's staring at her, and half the table's nodding, and the other half's nodding the other way. So in a starting point setting, how do you take on that kind of question? Is this the right time for that?
Yeah.
I'll take it first, and because I have had that, not in so many words, but similar.
Sure.
And that will come up probably.
Sure.
Because that's the big tension and starting point, is Jesus the only way? Yes, he is. That's it. You believe. That's work that way. So you have to be so gracious and nice about it. And actually, you know what I said was, you know what? In this case, it was, you know what? That is such a great question. In fact, that is the question that we're here for. And throughout the course of this study, we're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper in answering that question. And so what I'd like you to do is just buckle up, if you can handle it, you know, and we're not going to dig in tonight or today, but we are going to answer that question. And it's going to come week by week. And it's a great question, you know, fabulous question. That's what we're here for. And if you want to talk more offline, we'd love to talk to you more offline. And then you can lightly just say, but we better come back, or we're not going to be able to finish, you know, this session tonight. But just kind of, because it is going to get answered.
That's right.
The other thing too is what I say to people is, Andy, I always acknowledge awesome question.
Yes.
When people are brave enough to bring that question out of their faces in the starting point environment, that's huge. So I really want to acknowledge the hugeness, the braveness of them. Wow, great question. I will say that Andy Stanley is going to address that in his CD. And rather than me giving you the quick answer today, let's grow together in answering that question and listen to what Andy has to say in week whatever, you know, because you're not going to know that yet. Same type of thing.
I think both those are great approaches, and that's where, as a facilitator, you are using your discernment in those situations. One of the things I do is I'll say, you know, from a Christian perspective, the Christian view is this. And I'll present that with a smile and as gracious and as kind as I can, but I will bring it to the table when something's on the table like that. So you do have options, and I think what Maggie said and Valerie said is great, and I think what I'm saying is really good too. It's what I said in the beginning. This is a church, and this is a Christian Bible study, and so we should not be shy in stepping up and saying, well, the Christian, you know, biblical view is this, but it's all in how you say it too.
Right. And saying that we'll go deeper on that issue.
Right.
Say both,
And that's where this
both
whole
answers are.
that's where the whole environment is so important, that people feel comfortable asking that loaded question. And we should be thankful that they're asking that question, but we also just can't get defensive in our demeanor and, you know, jump over the table to answer it. So it's all in how we handle it, but that's a really good question. Well, good. So in spiritual growth, our group members growing in their relationship with God, and that really is our desire, is that people that don't have a saving knowledge of Jesus Christ, that's our hope, that's our goal, to see them come to that point. Does it happen every starting point? Not necessarily. The thing I will tell you is that every person I've seen go through starting point has come closer to Christ. Many have accepted Christ. Some have just come closer. But that's what we're doing. We're helping them to know God more. We're planting those seeds.
Go through it again. The majority of them come back and do it again and again. Yeah.
Good. So you have these conversational guides, and these are really